MLB The Show 26.
On the show, it's the Philadelphia Phillies taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. With my partner Chris Singleton, I'm John Shampi. Well, Singy, this team is really playing good ball as of late. We'll see if they can keep it going here.
Riding an impressive win streak, Boo. This team is clutch right now. Doing it in different ways, too. Tough test today, though.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And for the Cardinals here this afternoon, Matthew Liberatore. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots. About to get started here, Brandon Marsh steps to the plate. He set a new career high in home runs this year. And Singy, he's just trying to set the bar as high as possible now. That one fouled off. The 1-1. Late that time, it's strike two. The Phillies could really use a win here in the thick of the postseason hunt. Misses just off the outside edge. I think that was a strike.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You've got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
Time now for the Phillies lineup. And down towards the bottom of the lineup, hitting eighth here, Bryson Stott.
Yeah, exactly someone I always enjoy, when I get a chance to watch him, whether he's hitting a game or even taking swings during batting practice. Man, this guy is always so focused on what he's doing on that task at hand. He's got so much attention to detail that when he steps in the box, his success rate is really high.
He swings and fouls one off. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Just getting started here in St. Louis. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Now, anytime you can punch out the top 2 guys in a lineup to start an inning, got to be feeling pretty good out there on the mound, because when you think of just having a distraction, table setters on the base paths, and all of a sudden you're dealing with the number 3 hitter, any distraction can cause you to serve up a cookie, and instead of it being a solo shot, it's a 2 or 3 run homer.
Oh,
I don't know how you take that.
that was a strike.
Still a couple of months to go, Boo, but there's definitely a little more energy and pressure around each game right now. A win here would be a nice shot of momentum.
Oh, look at the stop. Throw to first, and they get the out. Now the Cardinals will see what they can do. There's no score. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. We go to the bottom of the first. And on the hill for the Phillies, Zach Wheeler. And Chris, he's a guy that gets better when things get tough.
Yeah, his batting average against is actually better when he's in a jam. So we'll see if he continues to dance his way out of danger.
Stepping in, Ivan Herrera. Chopped left side. Ball goes on to first. One gone, bottom half of the first. Now we take a check of the St. Louis Cardinals lineup. They're dealing with a top-level arm on the mound, so this figures to be a tough matchup for them. What's the key to the offense today, Singy?
Well, Boog, against a talented pitcher, it's crucial to disrupt his rhythm. Use bunts to get him off the mound and moving around out there. If he's in a flow, step out and break his timing. When he throws in the zone, you might only give one pitch, so you don't want to miss it.
0-1. Wheeler with a stellar run lately on the mound, really carving up lineups.
Some pitchers can go out there and rip off a month or two of incredible starts. And right now, it looks like he's in one of those grooves. Really fun to watch.
And that one hammered way back there. And that is foul. The 1-2.
He's a better hitter, so even if you get him to chase pitches outside the zone, he still might beat you. Not an easy out by any means.
That misses. The count's full. Challenge from behind the dish here. So the call stands. One challenge remaining for them now. Payoff pitch. Swing and a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Love how he became a really tough out with 2 strikes right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Next to him, Pedro Pages. And down to the 1. In there at the knees for a strike.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout. So digging in, Nelson Velasquez.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
The 1-0. And another ball. To third. Gets him easily, ends the inning. Scoreless after 1. Back here in St. Louis, well, singing tie score, and they'll need to get things going to extend that win streak.
Yeah, Boog, a lot of game left, but so far both teams are really battling.
Kyle Schwarber leading things off and takes a strike. His home run numbers stand out, Chris. Nobody has hit more on his team. And that one hit to first. The flip to the pitcher cover. Leadoff man retired here in the second. And now it's JT Realmuto. Chris, he's definitely going to finish the year with a new career high in homers. We just don't know how many he's going to hit quite yet. This one in the air, center field. 2 down. And here comes Alec Ball. Grounder off the pitcher. And he beats it. He's safe. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see it down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
So 2 down. In steps Adolis Garcia, also known as El Bombi. Check swing. Now to look down to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Saint is leading the way at the moment with the most home runs in the league. And downstairs, Bryson Stott on deck for the Phils. No score here in the second. And ball 4 to the board.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
This is Bryson Stott. This is again 5 in a row. Six straight outside inside the strike zone.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That one way inside.
Totally taking all the way there in that 3-0 count. It was a cookie right down the middle.
2 on, 2 outs. Base hit center field. Here comes Bohm around third. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom half of inning number 2, digging in, Jordan Walker. Wheeler, more than 100 career wins on the mound, and he was awarded a Gold Glove in 2023. Strike 2.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the back, partner.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, they made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
So up next, Mason Wynn.
He's done a great job making contact recently. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Swing and a miss. Now 1-2.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Up the middle, Iglesias. Fires to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. So digging in, Cesar Prieto.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
That's a ball.
Right side, hard hit. He takes it himself to bag, and that'll do it. 1, 2, 3, go to Cardinals. We'll move to the third with no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league. Swing and a miss. Nice changeup.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
That's a ball.
Struck him out swinging. The high heat, too much on that one.
But when you commit to throwing an inside fastball to your glove side across the strike zone, especially with 2 strikes, if you're going to miss, you want to miss off the plate in. You do not want to leave it out over the heart of the plate. So that was excellent execution on that pitch.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And that's a foul ball. Next offered in there for a strike. That is strike 2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And that's 4 strikeouts. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jose Iglesias. His first at-bat was a strikeout. In the air, right field, Walker on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that's the 3rd out. 3 up, 3 down for Philadelphia. Still no score. Back here in St. Louis, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Brian Ramos. That's in there. That's strike 1. Here's something to watch, Singy. He's got the best OPS on the team. He can hurt you. This one belted deep left field. On its way. Gone. He muscles that one out of here. The Cardinals score first. It's 1-zip.
Boog, his plan was to hit the ball hard, and he was going to figure out the rest later. You can't argue with those results. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one. Everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Now at the plate, Nathan Church.
Not getting the results he's wanted at the plate recently. No hits over his last 5 games.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. Gone out to the grass hill for a homer. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. It's 2-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at-bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. This is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in the lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
Herrera swings through that one as he comes to the plate for the 2nd time today. Swing a high fly ball down the right field line. 1 away. So up next, Alec Burleson picked up a base hit to center his first time up.
That's a ball.
There. And that is ball 1. Catcher challenge will take another look. Not far out of the zone, but it was a ball. So that removes their last challenge. 2 runs across in the inning here in the 2nd game of the series. Almost got him.
Well, you've got to establish the inside part of the plate early, and that sends a message not just to this hitter, but to the rest of the lineup as well.
Fall foul. And a swing and a miss. Left field. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul. Here's the 2-2. And a ground ball to first. And foul ball. Got him looking for the strikeout. That was pretty nasty. Burleson wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball, and it's going to stay a strike. That knocks them down to 1 challenge left. 2 down, bases empty. Pedro Papas next up for the Cardinals.
Went down looking on 3 pitches last time. Let's see if he can be a little more aggressive right here.
Tap to first, Harper. He takes it himself to the bat. And that'll do it. The 2-round trippers in this inning, the long ball was working. It's now a 2-0 ball game.
So what's the move without a comeback?
On to extra innings. So Harper stands in. Top 5 at home runs in the league. And his Taters don't just leave the yard, they leave the conversation.
Yeah, it's like there's a swing and see you tomorrow.
There's a line drive to left field. Base hit. And a good start to the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
Kyle Schwarber comes up to hit here. Grounded out his first time off.
He's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point. You know, these Phils just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Jackknifes out of the way. In the air to left center. Church on his way over. He's got it. And there's one down. So he went on a journey for that one. One of the more impressive catches we've seen lately, Chris, as we pull up the StatCast data.
Yeah, he was believing the whole way, man. 110 feet on the dot. So that was a tough play, and we saw how difficult it was with our own eyes, and the numbers really back it up.
That's ripped. Base hit. They fired it quickly, so it's first and second with only one away.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
And now it's Alec Bohm. Reached on an infield single his first time.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Two on, one out. Out towards right center field. Walker on the move to the gap. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. Relay to third. And he gets to third safely. Moving up on the fly out. And there are two gone. Adolis Garcia stands in for the Phillies. He reached out to walk his first time. And that is out of play. Two on, two outs.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and the pitcher wants to go out there and have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. He's got it, and that's the third out. Phillies need a couple. They trail it here 2-0. Back here at Busch Stadium. Let's check out some notable Cy Young candidates so far this year. And first offering is fouled off. Foul ball. Here's the 0-2. Swings and misses. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Well, you see him trying to pull that inside pitch right there, and that's not the kind of approach that you want to have. Even if you do get to it, it's going to be very difficult to keep it fair. You're just going to make it a long strike at best. You have to be able to stay within the baseball on the inside of that path to it And that way, if you're a little quick, the ball gets hit hard somewhere, and it's not foul.
What a stop to first. And very nicely done for the out. Two outs, base is empty. Mason Wynn, the next to hit, grounded out his first time up.
Ball.
Two down, nobody on. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Gets to it, on to first. That completes. Strikeout, inning over. It's the Cardinals 2 and the Phillies nothing. Well, this team has been so impressive during their winning streak, still trying to find their rhythm in this one, Singy.
Yeah, good teams usually find a way to settle in. It's taken a little time today, though, but with the way they've been playing, you can't count them out.
Tap foul to play. Nobody on the team has more stolen bases than he does this season, Chris.
Ball.
Dives, but it kicks off his glove. The flip, and that's a great play for the out.
This is what it's all about on that right side of the diamond when you've got the first baseman involved and the pitcher as well. First baseman does a great job, knocks the ball down, gets away from him a little bit, doesn't panic. The pitcher's exactly where he's supposed to be. Nice feed and a nice play for the out.
Next to hit, Pedro Leon. And a foul ball. The 0-1. This one in the air, right field. Snags it on the run. Out number 2. So the Philly batting order turns over. Brandon Marsh digs in now. There's 0 for 2 and a pair of strikeouts. And first offering is fouled off. Marsh measures 6 feet 2 inches, 28 years old, and he was a second-round pick back in 2016. And close, rule the ball. Ball one. I thought that was a strike, and here's a challenge. It just shaved the zone. So they get to hang on to their second challenge. 2 down, nobody on. Strike 3, struck him out for the 3rd time today. He continues to roll on them. His 5 shutout innings are in the books. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. We head to the bottom of the 5th. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Cesar Prieto. Foul ball there. The 0-1. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And 1 out now.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Ryan Roberts, next up for the Cardinals.
Hit an absolute tape measure shot last time out.
Ball one.
He leads the way with the best batting average on the team. Out towards left center. Marsh under this one. And there are 2 down. Nathan Church now at the plate. 1 for 1 so far today with a solo homer in his first at bat. Misses the sweeper.
This guy's not wasting any pitches. Hitters got to get into swing mode. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Ball, that's outside.
2 down, nobody out. Last half of inning number 5. Foul ball still 1-2 count. Got him swinging for the K. Picks up strikeout number 7. Redbird down quietly, but they're on top 2-0. Back here at St. Louis, close game here and a chance now to look at a few highlights from this one. Iglesias stands in for the Phillies. Now this is in the air down the line. And a foul ball.
So important to get ahead of these hitters. You don't want to issue a free pass and allow that tying run to come to the plate. You always want to keep that other team in a position where if they're going to beat you, they're going to have to do it with multiple hits.
Throws to first in time. Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Lets the defense work behind it with another ground ball. Good execution.
Here comes Bryce Harper. Hammered, and now maybe extra bases. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. When you can turn the ball around at 107 off the bat, it's going to make you feel really good inside. If he elevates that a little bit more, it's definitely out of here.
One out, runner at second. And Kyle Schwarber will come up. Foul off left side. And it's second. Laser to the gap should score the run. Here comes Harper around third. In comes the run from second. Throw cut off to second. Not in time. He's got a double. And that knock bumps his hitting streak into double digits, Chris. He's hitting 10 straight.
Yeah, nice trajectory. Average going up. OBP. Everything he's doing at the plate right now just seems to be working.
Here comes Real Muto, 1 for 2. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. The Phils with the go-ahead run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th.
Well, it's been a very impressive outing so far. His command has been a big part of it. Even when he misses outside the strike zone, which is exactly what a pitcher wants.
Comes up empty, that's strike 2. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Ryan Fernandez up and loosening in the pen. Thompson also throwing way high. Battling here as he fouls it away. Schwarber over at second, 1 down. In the dirt. Runner holds, and it's a full count. 3-2. Stays alive. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. One down, Phillies down a run. That one is absolutely belted. One hopper off the wall, and that should bring in the run. Here comes Schwarber around third. He'll score, and the Phillies tie the game. It's 2-2.
Huge game-tying at bat right there. Came through in a big spot to drive in the run. This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
Here comes the manager out of the Cardinals dugout, and he'll make a move to the pen. Matthew Liberatore won't go any further tonight. And a pretty decent effort out of him. Tie ball game, new arm out of the pen when we get back. New arm of the man for the Cardinals, Zach Thompson.
Well, he's been a really tough guy to take deep this season. You usually have to string some hits together in order to get to him.
Go ahead, run off base. Alec Ball stands in for the Phillies.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. And he's currently the team leader in batting average, Chris. On the ground, right side, Ramos. Slings to first in time.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
So digging in now for Philadelphia, Adolis Garcia. He's 0 for 1. Ball one there.
Hopefully the umpires try to tighten things up a little bit.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Strike two.
That's ball two.
Next pitch is downstairs. Bryson Stott in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
So close to getting out of it right there, but this inning still has life.
Now it's the second baseman, Bryson Stott.
Yeah, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
Ball one, no strikes. Swings through that one for strike one. Swing and a miss as he was out front. Looking. Good. Got the damage control right there. Top of the order due up in the home half of the sixth. We are tied 2-2. This is Phillies baseball on the show Northeast. Welcome back as we take a check at the current standings.
You know, these Cards, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Got him looking. Strikeout number
to hit right there if you're looking for it, and kind of a gift at a 2-strike count. But sometimes you just get fooled and you got to tip your cap.
That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And he's into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
First pitch swinging, went up there with a plan to be aggressive. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance, and weight transfer. And he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Here's the catcher, Pedro Papez. Go-ahead run at second here at the bottom of the 6th. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Just missed. And that one a little below the knees, and that's ball 3. Nelson Velasquez in the St. Louis on deck circle. 3-1 is on the way. A little out front there as he swings through.
This guy's sink has so much drop in it. It's almost like a split-finger fastball. Instead of just weak contact and balls on the ground, he gets swings and misses.
That's a good bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk. Nelson Velasquez next up for the Cardinals.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time. Definitely wants to stay out of the double play here. Ball on the ground in the infield. Should be an inning-ending double play. The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot. There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
2 on, 1 out. That's in there, and it's 1-2. Straight hit out looking. And here's a look at how he's using his pitches in this one. Jordan Walker will hit next. Walker having more success against left-handed pitching this season as might be expected. 2 on, 2 outs. That's a strike, and he inches closer to getting out of the jam.
Man, I'm pretty impressed out there on the mound right now. I mean, these are tough spots where pitchers really got to bear down. Those last 2 pitches were well executed.
Fights it off, you'll see another. And he hits a ground ball right side. Play made, that ends the inning. Sitting behind us, all square at 2-2. Back at the ballpark. Well, Cindy, we talked earlier about their win streak, but they still have work to do, and it's getting late.
When the pressure builds, that's when you really want to see what a team is made of. Can they find one more push to keep it alive?
Ground ball up the middle, that's a base hit. So the go-ahead run is on base with a knock. Back to the top of the order, Brandon Marsh stands in for the Phillies. 0 for 3 in this one. In the dirt, blocked. And the runner stays where he is. Drops a bunt down the first base side. Ramos to second, pulls him off the bag.
Second baseman definitely have some pretty tough throws to make when they're trying to feed the shortstop at second for a double play turn because of the angles and difficult footwork. So it's always a difficult play, but one that needs to be made. When your pitcher gets you that ground ball that can be a double play, it's a killer when you can't get at least one out of it.
Jose Iglesias stands in for the Phillies. Swing and a miss as he was late. In the air, right field. Walker under it. Brings it in. Runner tags at second. And now a wide throw to third.
Now we'll see if moving up to third there pays off for him. He didn't have to tag and go, but now he can score in a lot of different ways. Doesn't have to be a base hit. We'll see what happens.
Here comes the always dangerous Bryce Harper in a big situation. And it's fouled off.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Billy.
Lefty out of the stretch, runners at first and third. This one chopped in the ground, but foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to as far as just a late swing that maybe you're not sure about, but some way, somehow, climb back into this at-bat through the count.
2 on, 1 out. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Two on the way. And just misses with that one.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And that'll load the bases.
Now that sets up a really big at-bat in this game. These are the moments where everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
And now Kyle Schwarber steps up in a critical moment. On the ground to second, might be 2. There's 1 on the first double play.
Just trying to sneak one through with the bases loaded, but an excellent job by the defense to turn that one and get out of this jam. Well, that's really the money spot, down and away. If you can locate that consistently, it's going to be real tough for hitters to square that out. That's what you'd love to see relievers do coming out of that bullpen.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. Line into left center. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with nobody out, and that double has the go-ahead run in scoring position.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That was a good opportunity to potentially jump ahead in this game here in the later innings.
Here's the third baseman, Cesar Prieto. Swings and misses. 4-1. This one in the air, center field. Marsh should have this one. He's got it. Runner tags at second. Go-ahead run is at third. Brian Roberts. Next up for the Cardinals. He's already... So the go-ahead run is into scoring position. Nathan Church getting ready to hit. He's already homered in this game. Right there for a strike.
In this situation, the batter's got to know what the pitcher's trying to do to him, and that's trying to get him to hit the ball on the ground, get 2 for 1. You got to look for something up in the zone. In worst case scenario, you do it for the sacrifice fly.
Swings through that.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to make a pitch that's going to produce a strikeout or a ground ball double play.
The Redbirds with their go-ahead run at third here at the bottom of the 7th. Good job to fight that one off. Swings and misses, struck him out. Huge strikeout there.
Certainly a strikeout situation right there. The infield playing back, and this pitcher has to step up and get the swing and miss. Really nice job of attacking the hitter at the plate. Pretty big 2-out at bat coming up now.
Go ahead run on base. Ivan Herrera, the next to hit. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 0-1. 2 outs. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Just misses with that one.
That's a really good take.
Fights that one away, still 1-2.
You can see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tight on the fastball.
The 1-2. Just off the inside edge.
Close pitch there. He's kind of wondering where it missed. You know, getting a feel for each umpire's strike zone is something that pitchers and hitters really have to think about and work on from game to game, and sometimes from a bat to a bat.
Get on the ground to the right side. Stop over to first in time. They miss a chance to take the lead here late. So the Cards strand a couple. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Riley O'Brien.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Here's JT Realmuto. On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And that's one away as the leadoff man is out in the 8th. Alec Bohm now at the plate. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. This one in the air, right field. Got it. Covered plenty of distance there. That's out number 2. And now it's going to be Adolis Garcia.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a harder. That's a lower fastball for some pitchers.
And that is cut on and missed. And the count is 0-2.
2 really good back-to-back sliders. Now on an 0-2 count. He's feeling real confident about finishing this hitter off. He can go anywhere he wants.
Two down, nobody on. And that's with the swing. It's a strikeout.
Player notification. Set at 5 minutes/16.
The Phillies. Score remains 2-2. Ready for the bottom of the eighth. New arm out of the bullpen, Tanner Banks.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Comes up empty. That's strike two. Up the middle. Oh, great stop. Fires to first. Nicely done for the out.
Everyone appreciates when a shortstop makes a play like that. Your manager's smiling over there, and your teammates are loving it.
So digging in, Pedro Pappas.
Ball one.
And fouled off. Here's a 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike two. This one in the air, right field. Flashes the leather on the running catch. And that quickly, 2 away. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Nelson Velasquez. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a groundout. That will back up the middle, and it gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive and puts the go-ahead run on base. Now up for St. Louis, Jordan Walker. This one kicks away from Will Muto. The throw into second, not going to get him, he's in there.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Check swing, went around, and the count 1-1. Foul off down the right side. 2 down, go-ahead run in scoring position. Hacks and misses, it's a strikeout. So 1 left for the Cardinals, and this game is still tied at 2-2. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan Fernandez.
Well, walks have certainly been an issue for him this season, so we'll see what kind of command he has.
Here's the second baseman, Bryson Stott. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Way back there, it's got a chance, and it's off the wall. In safely with a leadoff double. Go-ahead runs in scoring position.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. And a huge opportunity now to grab the lead at this point in the game.
Pedro Leon. stands in for the Phillies. That one misses, and it's 1-0.